Hello, Leo, and welcome to Ascending Without Wings. My name is Raina, and this will be your reading for the Virgo super full moon. So this reading is for the 2-week period from the 18th of February through to the 3rd of March. So let me see what cards we get. I've actually neglected to pull your astrology cards, so I'll do that in a moment. So we've got 12 cards for every sign this 2-week period. So let's just see. Some interesting cards, Scorpio. We've got your own card, death card in here as well. So that's cool. Got something flipped, yes indeed. You've got some beautiful cards, Scorpio. So this full moon is quite intense. There's a lot of very deep stuff coming up. That one has come out. Okay, just think. All these cards correct. Right position, right order. I mean, all facing. Right. They're supposed to be reversed. Okay. All good? Okay, so bottom of the deck energy is coming up today for, I think it came up for Leo and it's come up for you guys as well. So the bottom of the deck is like the foundation, the main energy here. So it's the Princess of Swords, creative. So this is signifies a air sign energy. So you embodying the Princess of Swords energy. Princess of Swords is like the Page of Swords energy. It's very enthusiastic, but has a little bit of reservations about their own abilities, but someone that's so capable, so much. Creativity is the energy of creation. It's creative, so you're creating things. Your imagination is where creation starts. It's the seed of creation within your own self. So I feel like that's significant for you guys. You need to tap into your own creative side. What is it that you're sort of drawn to at the moment to create? And it's interesting because I haven't done these cards already. I have pulled a planet card and a house card for every sign. I usually do it at the start, but I got a bit excited to cut straight into the cards for you guys. So let's see what you have. I'm not going to read the info from the books. It's a lot, and it'll make these readings ridiculously long. I don't want to do that to you guys. Or to myself, let's say that. Archangel Michel, what house is affected for Scorpio, please? Oh, wow, Scorpio. If this is the right combination, wow. I had this combination a little while ago, and I know what went through with me. What went on with me, I was like, oh, fun. Archangel Michel, correct house, correct planet. So the planet is Pluto, the ability to transform, take a big leap forward, and rebirth. You guys, Scorpio are the masters of death and rebirth, okay? This is the phoenix rising from the ashes. This is you guys. Like, this is what you guys do best. But this is like the aspects that are affecting you. So what... Sorry, Scorpio. There was a slight interruption there, which kind of caught me off guard. So, as I was saying, you guys are the masters of death and rebirth, and this is very much that, but it's about taking a leap of faith as well. A leap of faith in yourself and your mission and your purpose for being here in this lifetime, okay? It's very, very important, and that makes sense that I'm saying that because it's accompanied by the 9th house, which is broadening your horizons, either spiritually, academically, or on a long journey. So I'm feeling like there are people that are going to be going to Peru and wherever to do ayahuasca ceremonies and kind of discover that aspect of themselves and dig deeper. There are people that are going to be studying to be a shaman. They're going to be relocating to long distances. But there's also other people that are doing academic things to advance their spiritual career. Like healers, for example. Okay, I'll give you my own example. I found out when I discovered what was going on with this journey with myself, that my purpose is to be a healer. Fair enough. Got all of that. But I found myself in uni late in life at like 38, hoping to get a qualification that would sort of allow me to have some sort of an income. And this is definitely from 3D, family input. But I ended up there last year, and I was heading towards pursuing nursing. And to me, it made sense. Yeah, healer nursing, that makes sense. But I've worked in the industry for about 10 years, and it does not suit my personality. It's too cliquey and it's too bitchy, and I've seen it firsthand, so I can say that, and I will own it. I've worked in medical industry for like 10 years in public hospitals all over Sydney and other medical departments. And trust me, politics and that stuff is insane. And I am not a politics person. I never have. I don't play favorites. I'm not going to suck up to anybody. I'm there. I earn my way there. I do my job. That's it. I get paid. Bye-bye. I'm not here to, be best friends with anybody. Or be in competition for favorites and things like that. That's just not my thing. So in the back of my mind, I always had that reservation, right? It doesn't work with my personality. I guess, okay, I'm just going to float along with it. I'm just going to not overthink it. Just going to go with it. And then one day last year, in a meditation, I see myself in a situation where there's been like there's a lot of little patches of fire. It's like a disaster in a public setting. And me being a first responder or a paramedic, as some people know it as, being the person in the ambulance that shows up and goes out there and attends to people that are in pain and worse for wear. I saw this vision and I'm like, you guys can't be telling me that that's me. And I straight away went into self-doubt, went into questioning. No, that's way too much. Like that is you need to have like so much courage and a bit more like willingness to put yourself in a situation for other people that yeah, okay, I want to help people. I care about people, but I don't see myself doing that. So the next day in my meditation, I had a vision that was twice as long, showing me the same scene again, but more information. And I laughed at the end of that meditation and just went, okay, I accept. I get what you're saying. I accept that I'm here for a bigger purpose, and it's a much deeper purpose. So I think you guys have been told this story because it's kind of like I did not expect to be studying to be a first responder or a paramedic, a person that ends up in an emergency situation, disaster response, basically. Yes, my personality is perfect for it because when the shit hits the fan, Rainey keeps her head on straight and is able to not freak out or freeze. And that's important in those situations. I know that. Even, my siblings have said that to me. So it's the most roundabout way sometimes that things can present themselves. And I feel like this is happening to you guys, Scorpio. Because, yeah, as I've said in many of my videos, I don't know if you know, but I invoke Arch Angel Michel and ask him to use me as a microphone. So when I start sharing story time about my life, sometimes I'm kind of like, why are we even telling people this stuff? And he's always like, there's a method to the madness. There's a purpose behind it all. So I just go with it. And, we're a good team. We're getting used to each other's style of communicating. Because, yes, my mannerisms come through, but it's definitely info that he's bringing through. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Can I please have a card first for this one? Alright, I'm going to get these cards now and talk about all of them. Because otherwise these readings are going to get really long. Okay, we're not bad at 10 minutes now. Okay. Wow. Okay, and Ian. I'm using the Patch Tarot, which is, if you're familiar with the Spirit Science channel on YouTube, they've created their own version of tarot. Now they are like overachievers in the world of tarot, as far as I'm concerned. I totally respect and admire the work that these guys have done. They're brilliant. They've gone to the history, the roots of tarot, and truly researched and some of the stuff that they've created. This tarot deck is amazing. It's got some extra cards apart from the normal tarot deck, and they're highly spiritual cards, and like There's one, the Truth. There's one called the Eon. And they're really, really deep spiritual messages in them. Yeah, they're pretty mind-blowing. Okay, so I'm just going to check these cards for you guys, and then we'll have a chat about them. All the clarifiers in the right position. Here's Chariot. I love it when the same card clarifies the initial card. So it's kind of like Archangel Michael's way of saying there's nothing more to add to that. That's the core energy. It is that full stop, the end, amen, in bold and underlined and caps and italics. Okay, it's focused right there. That kind of energy. And we've got that in your final card, so I like it. Oh, wow. Okay, Scorpio. Let's do this, shall we? I actually really, really like this. And I'm so tempted to read you that info about Pluto, but maybe you can Google how Pluto affects you through a full moon period. Or I might actually just try and post. I'm not sure if I can actually post in the comments like a picture of the information, but it's kind of like, you know, page that big full of info. So that's why I'm not reading it. Okay. All right, Angel Michel, let's do this. So Scorpio, starting off this reading for the 18th of February to the 3rd of March, we have an unfortunate energy, the Three of Swords, the swords that are stabbing you in the heart and you are drowning in a sea of emotion. This is major heartbreak. This can be a third-party situation. This could have been somebody having cheated on you, somebody having abandoned you, left you, you know, ghosted basically, like disappeared on you overnight. No explanation, no nothing. You know, it was all cuddly and hunky-dory the day before, and then now all I hear is crickets and can't get through to them and blah, blah. Okay, that's pretty horrible. And it's funny because you can see in this card, I'm not sure if you guys can see, like the tentacles of an octopus or something like that is actually holding the other two swords. So it's an octopus. Octopus, you know, has 8 legs. It's kind of like has their fingers in every pie, that kind of energy. So this could have been a really slimy person that's broken your heart and been cheating on you, and third-party situation really did hurt you, and it left some swords sticking out of your heart that are still kind of causing a lot of pain and suffering, and that's a very stormy sea of emotion that you are drowning in. Were, I feel, not are. And this is not necessarily, you know, relationship. This is could be friends, could be family. The narcissistic dynamics can create this very much so. But it was somebody, I feel like it was somebody that you really cared about, somebody that you saw as a very precious thing that you want to care for and protect and take care of. Somebody that was so precious to you. They could have been a water sign or a earth sign. So either Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. They were really precious to you. Like they were very important to you, whoever they were. And this could be friend or family. It doesn't matter. You know, this could be a child that you're holding so carefully in your hands, wanting to protect and care and nurture for. And they could have hurt you in an argument. They may have said something that was very harsh that broke your heart. You know, sometimes we hold on to resentments, and when there's an argument, we kind of don't hold back as much as we would at other times, and we will say things that can be absolutely brutal and really cutting. And we may not realize exactly how much damage we're doing to the people we love. Okay. And also on the flip side, this could be you having felt this way about somebody, but still inflicted that pain on them. You know, the shoe could be on the other foot. It's a general reading, can be either way. Or also, alternatively, for some of you, you could actually be helping somebody coping with this scenario where they feel like they're drowning in a sea of emotion because they've been hurt by somebody that they adored and was very precious to them and very important to them. So, you know, this could be somebody in your energy. It doesn't have to be you or, you know, somebody doing this to you or feeling this way about you. It could definitely be somebody around you that you're helping or supporting. Your tribe, I just heard. So yeah, like as Lightworkers, we do support a few people. I'm sure we have, you know, friends where when you're having a rough day or you're feeling a bit flat or a bit down, they are there for you to support you and uplift you and, you know, just be there, you know, to be a friendly ear and to remind you about the lessons that you've learned and the tools that you've picked up along this journey, and vice versa. So, you know, not all of us we're not all consistently at a good thing. Like the energies affect us all differently, and there might be certain, celestial events that, like this full moon, that affect others really intensely, but not, this group. It may affect certain groups and not other groups. I got kicked around all of last week, and then on the weekend I sort of became okay again. And I'm Taurus, Sun, Aquarius, Moon, Scorpio rising, Venus in Gemini. So yes, I've got a lot of Virgo in my chart, and this is a Virgo full moon. So I'm assuming that's because of that. Because when I did my chart, there's like Virgo, Virgo, Virgo everywhere. I don't quite get it, but I've noticed there's a lot of Virgo there. So readings don't apply, but for some reason the astrology really applied. It's been intense. So if you've got Virgo in your chart and you've been getting kicked around by the energy, I feel your pain, brothers and sisters, because I'm with you. I'm right there with you. Oh, we've got one of the cool cards as the second card here. So we've got light, the light. Is it the light? Yes, it is the light. And the keyword at the top is reveal. So this is sacred geometry right there. This is, I don't actually know this shape, but it's definitely sacred geometry. In the center of it, though, there is a Merkaba, a light body. So I feel like light body expansion, I just heard. So this camera's going to go right in the center there. It looks like a light body, and it's got like a yellow, the Christ light energy rippling from the center of that person's being kind of thing. Beautiful. And it's been drenched in Christ light. So it's a highly spiritual card. It is sort of you ascending towards the light and that revealing more truths, revealing your path, revealing things like destined events that are coming about. Because also with this ascension journey, as you start developing your gifts and things like that, and you start tuning into your team, they start giving you little hints, like what I mentioned earlier with me now being guided to, be pursuing a degree in being a first responder so that I know how to attend to a person, like the whole first aid aspect and whatever in any setting that's an accident, emergency scenario. So that's quite huge to me, like as a person that's always been sort of the kid that, everybody knows more than I do. I've always been very doubtful of myself, very fearful of myself. I think you guys may have also had that, but this ascension, the truth and the light, the truth that has been revealed to you through your ascension recently, there's been some sort of shift in your ascension journey. I feel like a leveling up in your enlightenment process, seeing a higher perspective. There has been growth, there has been expansion. This is why you're drenched in Christ light. And there's also, we've got heart chakra, we've got throat chakra, we've got third eye. We've got most of the chakra colors in here, okay? But whatever this truth has been revealed, it's giving you great strength and it's giving you determination and drive because you are seeing the higher perspective. You are seeing the bigger picture. You're seeing the purpose behind why you're here and what you're meant to accomplish. And you're starting to feel it. It's not just see it from the higher perspective, from the guidance that you're being given, whether it's through visions or dreams, whatever it may be. You're not just seeing it, you can feel it. You can feel that this is true. It's resonating deep within your soul. And that's giving you a lot of strength and making you it's a sense of being more courageous. Like a person that was a bit fearful, a bit doubtful before is now feeling quite courageous and ready to take this on with both hands. It's a beautiful thing. Like I feel like a real, urge to propel myself forward coming from my solar plexus, which that's great. Like it's a very excited, driven kind of energy. That's fantastic, guys. I like it. Okay, Scorpio. Everybody's got this card, and I love that. Okay, the Sun card. It says illumination. So illumination on your path, illumination, and also bright, exciting new beginnings. Very rewarding and gratifying on a very deep emotional and spiritual level kind of experiences. Yeah, this is like he's got all the astrological signs around him and he's sort of airborne. He's grown his wings. This is ascension at its best. This is new beginnings in your ascension journey. So are you stepping out? stepping out into the world and starting to do humanitarian stuff, pursuing your mission. Maybe you've created a Facebook group and you're going to now support and guide people through, you know, supportive inspirational messages and things like that, sharing the tools that you've picked up. Yeah, it's one of the things that I've actually done a little while ago. And it's really, really funny because you create something like that if you're guided to, and you just leave it be. And the right people that need to be there, that resonate with your energy, will come to you. And I feel like that's something that you're either realizing or you will be realizing soon, is that everybody has their own frequency, they have their own message, especially first wave, you know, light workers and twin flames. We've had a monumental task, and it ain't over yet, my friends. You know, we have been the student in quite a lot of different ways all this time, or up until maybe a year ago even. You know, a lot of us started sharing information with other people and creating these groups and things like that a while ago, where we can actually share the information that we've learned and, you know, allow other people to be able to interact with us, and we can share our energy, love, and, you know, trigger people's attention through that, especially people that may not be so awakened and things like that. If they're drawn to your energy, there's a reason, because you're meant to trigger their attention. So, you know, all of that kind of thing, it's created and they will come, basically. And I feel like you're realizing that this is why you have the courage and the strength to now actually step out into the world, into your light worker mission, and own it and be out there, because you have you've had your epiphany, your realization, your aha moment, and you're like, this is why I'm here. I'm supposed to be teaching people this, because I've had all of these experiences, and, you know, I'm actually really, really qualified in all of these areas, and I have just finally worked out how I can use all of that to guide and support other people on their ascension and make sure that they have a smooth sort of shift as well, and possibly even a more smooth ascension process than I did, because of the fantastic tools and skills and stuff that I've picked up, and the network of people that I have that can assist in guiding and supporting these people. This is fantastic. I see it now. I finally can actually see this falling into place. And yeah, maybe I freaked out about it before, and maybe I was a bit like, this is massive. Like, are you sure? Like, positive? Your soul hasn't set out anything for you that you can't accomplish. Your soul is your best friend. It's not going to set you up to fail, okay? It's not like that. Your soul has created something for you in this life that is going to be beautiful, and you're going to be proud of what you accomplished, and proud of how far you've come and what you've been through and how you have risen above. Yeah, in life, it doesn't matter how much you get beaten down or destroyed by other people and things and circumstances. It's how well you recover from it, what you take from it, what you know, don't allow it to do. Don't allow it to knock you out. You know, get back up, dust yourself off, find the lessons and the blessings in it, and move on. You know, because it's making you who you're meant to be. It's, you know, chiseling and polishing you into the beautiful diamond that you're going to end up being. And diamonds are formed under great pressure. Okay, immense pressure. Piece of coal under immense pressure is a diamond. Okay, the piece of coal that survived immense pressure. There you go. So you're a diamond in the making, Scorpio. Don't forget it. Okay, definitely. I feel like you are. Okay, so now we have the Three of Wands. Purpose in this deck, it's called Purpose. So, Three of Wands is usually about waiting for your ships to come in. You know, having laid the groundwork and created something where it's almost like if you're manifesting. I'm looking at the Queen of Pentacles as a clarifier. So she's a master manifester. She is, you know, divine feminine embodiment. So this could be you, Scorpio, or this could be somebody around you where they're embodying their divine feminine energy, and now they're the master of their domain. They've kind of, you know, created their little empire, and they're waiting for the fruits of their labor to appear, and they're pursuing their purpose with much passion and going for it. And they're almost like they're bathed in divine light, and there's like the triple goddess energy, the trifold flame, you know, anything, the Trinity kind of thing. Like that 3 is a huge thing here because of some of the patterns that are being formed on this card as well. I'm not sure if you can actually see it with this camera, but there's it's called a Vesica Pisces, 3 intersecting. There's one coming from the top, Oops, sorry. If I can aim, all right, there, one going this way, and one going down that way. So the 3 intersecting Vesica Pisces, I'm not sure what that actually signifies, but I'm sure that's significant to somebody out there. And I've seen that somewhere, I can't place it. And also 3 roses. So the sisterhood of the rose, that just popped into my head. So I feel like this is, it says purpose, your life purpose, your mission here. It's got to do with some divine feminine energies. This is your life purpose, pursuing your mission. Whether this is your divine feminine, you're a twin flame, your purpose links in with your divine feminine counterpart. That could be it. Or your purpose links in with somebody that embodies divine feminine energies. They are a great business person, great mother, sister, wife, whatever, just all around wonderful person, very, very grounded, very, very spiritual, and in this world, but not of it. They're highly evolved and highly spiritual. So a really great person to be around. Either this purpose has something to do with them. It's like collaboration, something that's going to happen down the line with this person, or is being put together now that's going to fall into place with this person, or this person will play a role in it at some point. So, and that's an earth sign too. Sorry, it could be fire or earth. So Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. So yeah. And then the next card that we have for you, Scorpio, is the Death card, which is your card. And it actually says transition. So it's not even transformation, it's a transition. Transition from one stage or one phase or cycle of life to another. So this Grim Reaper actually has beautiful butterfly wings. And you've got the Horus, the Eye of Horus symbol right there. You've got the Ankh at the bottom. This is major, major, major transformation. This is the Phoenix rising from the ashes. This is evolution. It's got the infinity symbol. This is such a highly spiritual card. Like there's so much in this. He's got like little spirits or ghosts floating around. So it's like the wheel of reincarnation, cycle of reincarnation. But there's the infinity symbol. It's like it's a never-ending thing. The soul never dies. It lives on forever. So transition from the physical body to spiritual realm, that kind of thing. I'm not saying that somebody is doing that. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that understanding that this is just an experience. When this experience ends, the soul would live on and continue on and have different adventures and different journeys. And I think it's a sense of acceptance or realization, sort of, it's part of the ascension journey, realizing that this body, yes, when it ceases being suitable for this experience and when your time is up here, then this body will give up. However, your soul will live on and go on into having other experiences. Okay. And it's kind of a leap of faith that's creating that trend, that focus, that higher perspective. And like I said, you guys are leveling up. You guys have come quite a long way. You've got some major fire in your belly, I feel. Some real drive to propel yourself forward big time. And you're taking a leap of faith. And it's creating a transition of some description, whether that is in your living circumstances, in your personal circumstances, whatever the case may be. What's going on in my neighborhood? I just heard something. Yes, it's a full moon tomorrow. I'm actually doing this on the 18th in Sydney time. On Sydney time. In Sydney time. I don't know, whatever grammar is. So yeah. Let's just check something. Just making sure I've got all the messages so far, so I can move on to the 6th card. Ooh, I like it. The 6th card is the 6 of Cups, and it says joy. So this is, in this depiction, as a divine masculine, divine feminine coming together. This is a past life relationship, or kids reminiscing about when you were kids and life was simple. You could hang out all day and play and not care. But it's a really, really beautiful, loving, sincere, authentic, young love almost, but past life relationships definitely could be twin flames, recognizing that this person is my twin flame and there's a major connection and there's something going on, and should I actually be with them? Possibly. It's the recognition of the realization of the twin flame connection. And I'm saying that is because it's recognition and realization, and that is what is causing this person, whether it's you or somebody else, to come flying in with a message, or maybe a waving a white flag, even going, oh my goodness, yes, whatever may have transpired between us, yeah, okay, sorry, but I've had some major transformations because I've got butterflies on my horse's stuff. And that signifies major transformation, major shift in ascension and evolution. And so now I realize that we are actually destined to be together, and you're the only thing that I would like, and I would like to express that too. Very specific, isn't it? But I really do get that feeling. It's like Six of Cups with the Knight of Swords. Like, how else do you sum that up, guys? There's somebody wanting to communicate a message about a past life relationship. Something they've learned or experienced or realized, and they've gone through some major stuff because the butterflies are there. Butterflies majorly important and majorly about transformations. Butterfly starts off as a caterpillar, goes into a cocoon, and in state of stasis for a while, and then it metamorphosizes into this beautiful, amazing butterfly, and comes out, and it's so dark and bleak looking inside that cocoon, but when it cracks out of there and it discovers it can fly, and it can like float above everything and look at everything, when it was this grub that was crawling on the ground all this time, like, hello, is there anything any more beautiful? Like, the freeing of the human spirit or the human soul, it's quite, it symbolizes that beautifully. Because we play it small, we crawl around the ground fearful of being seen, fearful of being, acknowledged or sort of being focused on, because how much criticism are these people going to do? How much are they going to look at me under a microscope and magnify? Ooh, let's pick all the faults, that kind of feeling. So it keeps us small. It keeps us making ourselves, let's just try and go under the radar. Not many people will notice me kind of energy. But you go through your ascension, and it's kind of like you go into your little cocoon and you have your hibernation phase. And then when you're ready to crack out of that cocoon and you come out of there, you're a light worker, and you've gone from the student to the teacher. You've leveled up. You've got this sense of confidence. You've got this different energy, this different air about you. People can see it and sense it. And either they are, majorly drawn to you, or they're majorly repelled by you. And, that's fantastic, because the people that are repelled by you are the ones that are not open to the healing and the energy that you're bringing to them. And that's fantastic, because they're the people that are not going to resonate with you. So if you've been guided to sort of put yourself out there, and you're concerned about, being like a target for anybody and everybody, put an intention out there to your divine team and just say, hey guys, okay, I need to step out there, and I need to put myself out there. Just send the right people to, let the right people find me, so that I don't have to deal with the low vibe aspects of this kind of thing where you're putting yourself out there. Because a lot of us have had past lives where we put ourselves out there with our spiritual work, and we have been beaten up, we have been hung, we've been decapitated, all these things. We've been persecuted for having gifts and things and little gifts that we're now trying to bring out into this lifetime. So if we've been persecuted in past lifetimes, there can be a bit of reservation, a bit of fear. So to eliminate that for yourself, put it out there to the universe. Okay, I'm happy to step out and do my mission and support other people, etc. But just please send the right people to me. If I'm not for these people, then don't let them find my services or my website or whatever it may be. And I totally understand that, guys. I've been there myself, and that's one of those things. When I put it out there and I said to my team, I was like, only the people that are drawn to it, only the people that will benefit, that will gain from the light and the transmission and the energy that's coming through these readings. This is partly why I have the chakra mat in the background as well, because while I'm doing the readings, if your chakras need tweaking, the energy, the frequency from those colors are getting to you. And I love that I'm able to keep the whole thing in the camera, so it's beautiful because I'm able to see the colors as well, and it's keeping me balanced also. So it's almost like a mutually healing space. And we live on linear time, but it doesn't matter when you see this, you're still going to get the love vibes that are being transmitted by Archangel Michael through me. And I've, in my personal readings, I've felt people's energy shift, and I've been able to like tell that they were kind of like, oh, a little bit concerned, but then by the end of it, they feel loved, they feel supported, they quite literally feel like they are being hugged by, these lovely wings of Archangel Michael. It's beautiful. Like, you can feel the energy shift, and it's a wonderful thing. It's the most rewarding thing I've ever done in my life, and I get quite emotional about it sometimes because it's the most honorable thing that I could have ever imagined, to be able to serve humanity and make other people's lives better and actually have that as your purpose. And it's like, hello, that's what comes naturally to light workers. We have hearts and souls like that. We like making other people's lives better. We like making other people happy. We like bringing love and positivity and light to other people's lives. We don't like to bring more crap to their lives. There's been enough of that in this world. Okay, so that's the thing. That's what makes our hearts and souls sing. That's what makes us light workers and light beings, because of that. That kind of frequency of love is where, it is light. And it's a beautiful thing. Yeah, I'm getting all sparkly-eyed. Okay, excuse me, Scorpio. I'm getting way emotional with this full moon. It's hitting me tomorrow, so yeah. Hitting me in the head. Not in the heart, hopefully. Because it's done enough of that already. Okay, I'm going to move on to card number 7 for you guys. We have the Hanged Man. Surrender. Surrender to your purpose, to your path, to whatever may come. And radical acceptance and surrendering. This is the King of Swords. So this could be you or somebody around you, having surrendered to their divine path, surrendered to their purpose, or whatever is going to come. It's kind of, they're being authentic and being who they are and speaking from the heart. And they've done a lot of healing. But maybe this is somebody, the King of Swords has conveyed a message to you, or you are embodying this King of Swords energy, and before you sort of approach anybody in the world, you're kind of getting comfortable with this energy, and you're in a state of surrender. You've done a lot of healing and things like that. You don't feel like you need to go out there and express anything to anybody. You have no messages for anybody. You're just kind of in a state of surrender, and, as I say, there's cycles of planting certain seeds, and then, maintaining that, I'm not even sure what I'm trying to say. I have a feeling people will know what I'm trying to say, but it's like the cycles and waves and cycles. Ignore me. It's getting late. I'm getting tired. Okay. So Hangman, yes, state of suspension, state of surrender. But I feel like either you have sort of done a lot of healing so that it's brought you to a state of surrender where you are kind of like the Hangman, but it took you to be like the King of Swords before you got to that stage. Or there is someone that's actually quite detached and quite unemotional, and you care about them. They're an air sign, which is Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. And because of that detached sort of aloof state, you've kind of taken on the Hangman state where, you surrendered to it. You're not investing yourself emotionally either way, whether this person wants to talk to you, whether they want to be in your life or not. And I feel like this could definitely be twin flame. Your twin flame's not in your life. You can feel them energetically drawing closer. You're getting all the synchronicities, you're getting all the messages, all of that, but still no show. All you're hearing is crickets. They're not there. I'm in the same boat. And it's like, well, you know what? They might be in a state of being like the King of Swords, and you can feel that. But despite the fact that they're at the King of Swords stage, they haven't reached out. They haven't had that Knight of Swords or, Knight of Cups energy to actually communicate, to reach out, to make that offer. So you're in a state of surrender where you're doing your thing. You're in your own lane doing your thing. You're not worrying. You're not stagnating. You're not stopping living your life for any of it. You're just doing your own thing. You're in your state of surrender. Whether they come, great. Whether they don't, then so be it. You respect their free will, and that's how it is. And it's a beautiful, very neutral state of acceptance where you're not going to put any expectations on yourself or anybody else or the universe. That's part of manifesting as well, that you can't put expectations on how it's going to eventuate, because you're just creating more barriers and, challenges for the manifestation to sort of get over or get past before it can get to you. And that's fantastic, because I was just saying, you haven't had that offer yet, right? So the next card is actually one of the new cards in this deck. It's called the Eon. It says advancement. So major advancement on your ascension journey, leveling up big time, especially that state of surrender, because that's, early on in your ascension, surrender is not an easy thing. It's not something that we do early on. It's very difficult to, because we're still so caught up in the 3D. This is somebody that's been in the ascension journey for quite a while. You've leveled up quite drastically, my friend. And this is like the phoenix rising from the ashes and you are superimposed. So you have risen like the phoenix from the ashes, from the burning cauldron of life, which is like, there's the outline of the Merkaba here, and you've sort of elevated above the Merkaba, like you're extracting yourself out of the Merkaba, and the phoenix is there as well. So you see the outline of the Merkaba at the bottom, and the Merkaba is where the cauldron is. The cauldron is on fire, and then your foot is there, sorry, in the middle there, and you're elevating yourself, and the phoenix is there also. So how beautiful is this? Like, major spiritual advancement. You've earned your wings. You are embodying your angelic self. And I feel like that is drawing your twin flame back into your life. That's making them want to make an offer to you. That's making them want to rush in on their horse like a knight in shining armor and sweep you off your feet. That's what I feel like it's happening here. And maybe this could be you doing this, and now you've got the confidence to make that offer to somebody yourself. So either this offer is coming to you because of the energy you're embodying and how far you've come, and how, like, quite literally that energy is oozing out of your pores, and it's noticeable to the people in your space and people in your consciousness. And it's quite literally magnetizing your twin back to you. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Or, yeah, this leveling up has given you so much confidence that you now are willing to make that offer or make that proposal to somebody, which is a beautiful thing, Scorpio. I love it. I know a few twin flames that are Scorpios. So, yeah, I think this could be really, really good. Okay, I'm going to move on. Oh, wow. The King of Discs. So, King of Pentacles, determined. This is the divine masculine energy, guys. So either this is you embodying it, or it could be your divine counterpart. But this is very grounded, very stable. You have the Queen of Pentacles as well. You've got the complementary divine masculine, divine feminine energies. Doesn't matter if it's from different decks, but you've got them there, like they're on the two different rows as well. So I really, really like this. This has a very twin flamey feel to it. But I feel like whether this is you or somebody around you's earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and it could also involve fire sign, which is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You're releasing yourself from the burden and the obligations in life. So basically, especially with Ascension, you kind of find that you have some kind of imbalanced relationships, some superficial relationships or situations where it's just kind of out of force of habit that you guys are still associated with certain people, you hang out with certain people, you might talk to them once in a while. But there's really no common ground anymore. There's not much there. And it's like, it's almost like a burden because you feel obligated to be around this person, to talk to them, hang out with them, blah, blah. But you really don't have anything in common. You don't have fun hanging out with them. There's really no thrill. It's something you're doing because you feel like you're expected to do it, and you're releasing yourself from that. So I feel like it could have to do with somebody who is an earth sign. And you just feel like, your relationship or friendship with them is really out of balance, and you feel like it's always on you. There's so much expectation and stuff, and you're kind of detaching from it. You're walking away from it in some way, shape, or form. And I don't think you're kind of like blowing people up and being like, "Fuck you, I don't want you in my life," blah, blah. It's not like that. It's just kind of you're sort of seeing it from the higher perspective, so you're detaching and distancing yourself slowly but surely. Yeah, sometimes you just don't even notice, like you all of a sudden stop texting people or whatever, and then all of a sudden it's months and you haven't spoken to this person. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, but you don't really have anything in common. You don't have anything to talk about. So why are you going to do it? So I feel like it'll be like a gradual thing, but there are people. These 10 ones signify people that you're releasing. And I know a lot of us did a lot of releasing of people in 2018, but then, yeah, even now I keep on getting inspiration. Like, you got to cull a few Facebook individuals and it's like new friends, and you can feel their energy. Like, I post a lot of spiritual stuff. And so if you're going to pretend to be a spiritual person and I can feel your energy is actually more of a slimy person, I will block you and delete you faster than I can blink. Energy doesn't lie. Simple as that, guys. I'm talking to spiritual people here. You guys know energy doesn't lie. And if I feel anything funky, I don't really need to explain myself to people. And I think that's also another thing with ascension, is you get to a stage where you trust your feelings and your intuition so much that it doesn't matter who or what it is, as long as you know that it's your intuition and your higher guidance that's telling you that there's something that doesn't resonate about this situation, people, person, or thing. Walk away. Simple as that. If it doesn't resonate, it's not for you. Discerning energies that do resonate with you and don't resonate with you is important, because you can also kind of be depleted by energies that don't resonate with you and are imbalanced. Okay, I've had people in my life that our energy was so imbalanced that after a day or two of being around this person, it would turn unpleasant and negative and snappy and volatile. Automatically, it was just an energetic imbalance. This person was a great friend and I like to have them around me, but there was like a time limit of what we could handle being around each other before they started draining and like quite literally draining my energy to the point that it was kind of toxic and having a bad impact on me. And I found out that through like getting chakra healings and stuff, that I was so depleted because of my interaction with this one person. I was like, oh, energetic vampires, and unintentional as well. Yes, this person was a narcissist. However, there are certain aspects of unintentional energy vampirism going on there as well. Okay, so it can happen. And I feel like that, even intentional or unintentional energy vampires, they're who you're releasing. That makes sense why we're talking about it. Okay, so the next card that we have is actually in reverse. It's the Princess of Wands. So in the reverse, it's hedonistic. Princess of Wands, hedonistic. Somebody who likes to enjoy life, all things in life. They like to feel good, be surrounded by good things. There is nothing wrong with that. Okay, we are here to enjoy a physical experience. We are light beings in a physical body. The physical body allows you to enjoy things that you can see, touch, taste, smell, or hear. And when you lavish in things like that and surround yourself in things that are wonderfully luxurious and pampering to all those senses, that can be considered hedonistic. And hedonistic I don't believe is a negative word. I feel like it is a person that lives to enjoy life. And if you kind of get into this whole thing that, yes, we're here on a spiritual path, but we're also here to enjoy the experience. So being somewhat hedonistic is kind of part of the package. You need to be. And yes, of course, there has to be a bit of balance, because yes, you've got spiritual aspects to it. You can't just be sitting there going, oh, I love me, and all that. I don't know why I said I love me. I think maybe like bath or something like that. I don't know where that came from. But just, ego trip, self-love kind of vibe I'm getting. But I don't feel like that's a bad thing. This is a fire sign, mind you. Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. And they're quite indulgent. They like to indulge themselves. But they're a master manifester. Oh, Aries. I know Aries are master manifestors. And this is a fire sign card. So, yeah, someone that enjoys life, enjoys the good things in life. There's nothing wrong with that. Definitely not. Totally no judgment. I'm a Taurus. I like all the good things in life. I like to feel comfortable in. Yeah, comfortable. Comfortable's the word, my friends. Comfortable. Okay, the next card, second last card in your reading. Seven of Cups. Illusion. The slimy illusion, as I like to call it. This is a person that thinks that they are hot shit and everybody wants a piece of them and they are so desirable. Like, Or the other way around. They can have anything that they want and that means emotional things like relationships, people. This is generally about a person feeling like they are the most wanted thing, God's gift to humanity, man or woman, whatever, and vice versa. They kind of feel like they're so hot that they can have anything, anyone that they want. That kind of an energy, and it's very much the illusion of, you know, being spoiled for choice. When you're on a divine path or a state, you know, yeah, you've got a sacred a divine counterpart. Okay, this is not the energy. This is very imbalanced, very wrong energy. It's very low vibe, very much the devil energy of, you know, indulgence and desire and pursuing things like that. And it's not coming from the heart. It's coming from the ego. The ego likes to feel like it's all so popular and wanted and things like that. The heart doesn't need that. The heart just needs to feel like it's home and loved by one individual. That's what the heart needs. And it is the things that in our history where we feel that way about a person and then they hurt us and they break our heart, and it's just like, oh, but you were supposed to be the one, and oh, how can you do that? Oh, is everybody going to do that to me? It's so easy. It's so easy, isn't it? To build up that, they did it, so is everyone going to do it? Hang on. I smelled the same omelette that I smelled that day back in 2009 when so-and-so told me this. This person must have done that same thing that they did to me. I smell the same omelette, so it must be. You know? That's a ridiculous analogy. But hey, I'm having fun right now. Once bitten, twice shy. I don't know why I'm getting that energy, but this is it. Like, just be very careful with that, because you've got the card of energetic imbalance and illusion here. So I feel like maybe you're feeling loved by people that are just all talk. I feel like there's a bit of ego inflation and things like that. The illusion, like when you meet people and they're so complimentary and so complimentary, it's kind of like there's like 40% compliment and 60% actual conversation about something else going on. And I always get suspicious of people like that, because like, hang on, why are you being so damn complimentary? Like, stop sucking up to me. Like, just talk to me like a normal person. You know, that's like a manipulative energy. It's kind of like, if I inflate their ego so much, they'll be so high in the clouds that I can, like, you know, talk them in and out of whatever. It's a very manipulative, very unpleasant energy. And being an empath, I've always been able to spot that, and I've always been kind of suspect of people that are like that. So I feel like this is, yeah, I'm sorry, Scorpio, this is an unpleasant energy, but I feel like this is a good thing because it's coming up with this full moon for you to release it. It's the imbalanced energies of illusion and, you know, I think misguided loyalty, misguided friendships, things like that. Like investing yourself in the wrong people, places, and things. Maybe seeing more than there is, maybe not. And whether this is you or somebody else, maybe you put somebody, or maybe somebody put you on a pedestal and have realized, second, I shouldn't have, because one, it's wrong to put anybody on a pedestal because you're having expectations of them, and those expectations will most likely fail anyway. You know, like, expectations never lead to anything good. I think we all know that by now. Now I'm going to go into the last card, which is the Chariot card, and we've got a double whammy Chariot. So whatever's going on with you, my friend, you are moving forward very, very fast, very, very briskly. There is a lot of healing going on because there's a lot of green heart chakra energy right here in this card. You've also got root chakra, throat chakra, solar plexus, and sacral. So the lower chakras, up to the heart and the throat. Beautiful. So it's motion, forward motion. You know, you have faith in what your divine purpose and your path is here in this life, and you are pursuing that wholeheartedly. You're moving forward very, very rapidly. And when I've got a double whammy Chariot, I mean breakneck speed rapidly. It's like Chariot squared. It is Chariot squared. Your final card, Scorpio, Chariot squared. I don't know how much more breakneck speed that can get. And remember, a chariot is being propelled by the Sphinx without any actual reins. So those things are just going, and you're like, I'm good, I'm good. You have to have great leg muscles, man. to hold yourself upright when there's something propelling you forward. Yes, very good. Some great analogies right there for you. Okay, Scorpio, what I'm going to do is pull some beautiful oracle cards for you before I let you go. Sorry, I'm having a brain freezing moment. It is kind of late here in Sydney, so that would explain a lot. Okay, I have been pulling the Archangel Michael oracle cards because they all have little prayers. So if you would like you guys to know something, and I've actually been pulling Wisdom of the Oracle cards and some Goddess Guidance cards. So let's see. Archangel Michael, what do you have for Scorpio, please? Okay. Wow. I feel like they might be one more. One more for Scorpio. Doesn't look that way. Okay. Are these the correct cards for Scorpio? Excellent, thank you. Now I'm going to pull the Goddess Guidance cards and the Wisdom of the Oracle. And I'll have a chat to you about it quickly. Goddess Guidance cards we have for Scorpio, please. Okay, Kuan Yin, compassion. Release judgment about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. How appropriate. I think we were talking about judgment in this reading earlier, weren't we? Then we've got infinite supply, Sedna. You're supplied for today and all of your tomorrow. Wow. Okay, I feel like that one's coming as well. Poking outside. All four of these from Scorpio. Okay. So that's it. Kuan Yin. That was the first one. Then we had Sedna, infinite supply. The next one is Pele, divine passion. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? Wow. And then we've got Bast, independent. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. I love it. A very fiery goddess energy because Bast is, feline goddess. That's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I like it. Okay, and I'm just going to get these. It's the Wisdom of the Oracle for Scorpio for this reading, please. Okay. Oh, for Wisdom of the Oracle for Scorpio. There's 2 protection messages. Is that right? Is that right? Thank you. All right, so you got 2 protection messages and 2 upright. So I will show you those cards and read them at the same time. But for now, the Archangel Michael cards. The first one is, it's time to leave this unhealthy situation. This is the card. And the prayer says, if I can hold the card. Archangel Michael, what parts of my life do I need to focus on more closely right now? Thank you for helping me hear your answers and for giving me the courage to make healthy changes in my life. Very nice. And then detached from the situation, also from Archangel Michael. King of Swords, we were talking about that detachment. Okay, so Archangel Michael, I ask you to use your flaming sword to cut any attachment to fear or drama so that I may be centered in knowingness that peace is everywhere within me and this situation. Very nice. Okay. Now, I'm going to read you the messages from the goddesses because, yeah, it needs to be done. Okay, so Kuan Yin, compassion, yeah. The message from Kuan Yin is, gentleness is the strength behind true power, and it comes from feeding yourself with nourishing words, thoughts, deeds, intentions, and all forms of food. Shield yourself from harshness by placing an intention to attract only kind and gentle life lessons and relationships. Transform harshness into gentleness by refusing to see anything but the shining light that's within each person and situation. This intention begins with your relationship with yourself. Be very gentle with yourself in all ways. Be happy, be kind, be sweet, but most of all, be true to you. I love it, guys. Now, the message from Sedna. Infinite supply. The message from Sedna is, this is an abundant universe filled with more than enough for everyone. Yet the energy format of this planet is about polarities. In this instant, it's about giving and receiving. The key is to balance the two. If you only give, you'll feel drained, resentful, and experience lack. If you only receive, you won't enjoy what you have. Balance comes from fearlessly giving as you are guided, and then receiving with joy and gratitude. It's exactly like breathing. Both the inhale and the exhale are identically important. Practice giving and receiving daily, and you'll never want for anything. Beautiful message, guys. Now we've got Pele. Divine Passion. Okay. It's a long message. So the message from Pele is, if you listen to the sound of your heart and breath, you'll recognize the ancient rhythms of your own internal drumming. This forever connects you to the mother of all creation and to the sound of the planet Earth. These rhythms can't be faked or forged. They are natural and eternal. What part of you are you trying to ignore? What part of you has been overly concerned with pleasing others, to the detriment of hearing the sounds of your own rhythm? Dear child, reach out and extend your arms to embrace your dreams. They are just as much a part of nature as are the trees, animals, and sunsets. Don't your own dreams deserve the same respect that you accord everyone and everything that you love? Listen to them, my child. Listen to your dreams. They will activate the powerful eruption of passion in your life. Don't be afraid of your own passion, for it will propel you naturally and will excite and invigorate you. When you dance to the rhythms of your life, you are truly alive in all ways. Beautiful. I like it. Some of these messages are just so beautiful. It really does have a beautiful vibe. I think that's why I love doing readings, because there's so much love. So much love. Oh. And I get to bask in it while I'm doing these. So, of course I'm here. All right. The message from Bast is, like the cat, you are fiercely independent, yet you also need affection and playful companions. Now is the time to balance your social interactions with solitude. While you may ask others for their opinions, ultimately you must make your own decisions. Your freedom and independence are top priorities, so ensure that these characteristics are nurtured. Very, very important. It's good to be around people, but if you're going to lose yourself in those people, then none of us want that. Okay. Scorpio, now I'm just going to quickly read you your Wisdom of the Oracle cards. If I can manage to do that without flumbering at all, I'll be quite happy. I'm going to start off with the protection messages. So we've got 48 and 43. So we'll start with 43. Okay. So 43 is deep knowing. This is the card. So it came out in reverse, which means it's a protection message, okay? It's a little bit of advice or warning, I guess, from the universe. And the card says, you are in empathy overload and need to be get grounded again. So tune out for a bit. Hypersensitive, you are suffering from psychic exhaustion. This signals a time for a recharging of your batteries. Set energetic boundaries, take a salt bath, empty your mind, and get back to you. It's not a time to be too open. Soon enough, you can let your guard down. Right now, you need self-care and self-love. It's time to say no thank you to anyone in your life who exhausts you. Won't that feel good? Okay, yeah, definitely, especially Lightworkers. Like, I actually had this maybe a week or two ago where I just went crazy and I did all 12 readings in one day, and then I had like 4 or 5 other readings that, I had agreed to do, and I just completely pushed myself. It was like 2-3 days of intense readings, and that was all I was doing. And it's like, kind of had a moment where I'm like, no, I need to have a little break. I need to actually not do any readings for a couple of days, because I've just thrown myself into it so much. And yes, it is, you know, you're putting your own energy into it. You're also channeling other energies, especially like Archangel Michael's an intense energy. He's very fiery energy as well. So I noticed, like, when I've done a lot of readings, I kind of feel a bit tired and I want to have a decent nap and, you know, sort of nurture myself and be a bit gentle with myself. I do notice that, especially when the high energy celestial events are happening as well. So please, this is very much that same thing where you're wearing yourself out. If you're juggling a 3D job as well as spiritual work, and then, you know, people that you're helping and supporting and being there for within your own community and your soul tribe, take it easy. Take a day or two to yourself. Just no phone, no laptop, no nothing. Okay, Netflix like a schizo if you want to, but just veg out and don't focus on anything. Just, if you want to meditate, meditate. Even if you don't feel like meditating, take a break from that. Just sit in silence. Like, that's simple enough meditative state. I don't meditate as much as I used to once upon a time, but I'm still in a very zen state and I'm quite connected because, generally speaking, I control my space and, you know, who and what enters my space. Maybe I hear some construction noise, but aside from that, I have quite a bit of control of what goes on around me. So, you know, I am lucky like that. But then if you've got like a job and things like that, when you're around circumstances you can't really control so much, I feel for you. Like, it can be really, really tricky, especially when you're going through all this energy and stuff. It's intense. Okay, so the next card that we have for the protection message was Poised. And the message says, you are not ready to move forward at this time, and that has to be okay. Be poised in the face of demands and deadlines. Pretending you know what you are doing works sometimes, but if you adopt a fake it till you make it attitude, it will land you in some muck now. This is not the time to wing it and deliver something half finished. It's okay to postpone things until you are really ready. It's better to disappoint others now than to wish you had later. Yeah. That ties in with the other one. You're wearing yourself out. You know you can't deliver this situation, whatever it is, a presentation, whatever it is, you can't present it or sort of, you know, put it out there into the world at the best of your energy levels. So don't do it, because you'll be disappointed with yourself. And if you try and pretend you can keep it all together when you're so depleted and so drained, the added pressure and added business, you know, inflow of customers or whatever it might create for you is going to drain you further, and you'll wear yourself out. It's like, you're trying to create something good. You're not even going to be able to cope with whatever good does come from it if you're not taking care of yourself. So please do rest up, guys. Okay, so I'll go in numeric order for the other ones, because first one is Yin, number 2. The cards that were in the upright, ladies. And so they have a few messages with these cards. There is like a few lines for the essential meaning. And then you've got the oracle's message, a relationship message, and a prosperity message. So I will read all of them for you. Okay, so Yin, number 2, says the essential meaning, the feminine principle of receptivity, letting someone else make the first move, gathering information and taking in cues, the art of conscious allowing. So the oracle's message says, this is a time of calculated receptivity as you gracefully await what is coming to you, ready to accept it when it appears. Yin does not involve frozen dreams or even resting, but rather consciously allowing things to flow to you, poised to receive the bounty that will be made available to you. It implies sensitivity as you alertly study the actions of others and contemplate how they will affect you and yours. Remember, you must make space for miracles to appear. Be the shape, not the shaper, and you'll see how quickly your dreams manifest. So, relationship message here is, let others take the lead right now. Your power lies in small gestures, soft awarenesses, and conscious surrender. By yielding the reins, you will find yourself effortlessly moving closer to what you truly desire. Permit others to tell you who they are and who they can be to you by allowing their actions to speak about them. You will be pleasantly surprised. So the prosperity message here is, This is a time when the most effective action is to allow others to show you the way forward. Observe their behavior and follow their lead. Your desire to push through must take a backseat for now. Collaborate and offer your ideas rather than dictating what must happen. Let others come to you. It's important that they feel they have the power now. Another meaning is about releasing your need to have things in the form you want. How do you feel basking in your success? Now allow the universe to show you the form. Yin is the sign of essence. Things may go more smoothly than you expect. Nice. Interesting. I like it. And then the final card is Loyal Heart, number 35. And I love that Loyal Heart and Yin work together, because I feel like they kind of tie in together, and you'll see what I mean in a moment when I read it to you. Sorry, I can't turn the pages with one hand. 35 I'm looking for. Okay. So, the essential meaning for Loyal Heart is fidelity, loyalty, and devotion. The Oracle's message says, the evidence of loyalty will appear in your life. Others will prove that they are faithful to you, and you will in turn commit fully to them. There is a sure and abiding certainty in your heart. Know that Spirit is always loyal to you. No matter what the outer circumstances in your life, trust and have faith, for you are eternally loved, always divinely protected, and divinely directed. Oh, okay. That's a sigh moment right there. Relationship message. Your partnerships, friendships, and romantic relationships all have many qualities in common right now. Honest devotion, faithfulness, and a loyal heart are being shown to you. Are you as loyal in return? Now is the time for heartfelt commitments and trusting in divine protection. That's beautiful. And the prosperity message is your long-term loyalty to your goals is becoming evident. In the world of conditions where your aspirations for success assume form, in reality, success is finally taking shape. If you are loyal to your dreams, faithful to your plan, and while remaining flexible and devoted to serving others, you will show proof of your true prosperity. This is a time for a joyful celebration of Spirit, your manifesting partner. Wow. Oh, Scorpio. I know you guys always have pretty cool readings, but I think that takes the cake. Like, that was really, really beautiful. And I think you guys need to take care of yourself, rest up, and make sure you're nurturing your body, salt bath, all of that, how appropriate. You know, full moon. It's a great time to sort of cleanse yourself of all energy that is not beneficial to you, or, you know, not in your highest and greatest good, basically. So, my lovely Scorpios, I really hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I will see you in a few weeks. Take care. Bye-bye.